When it comes to Bandit brush chippers, knives are one of the most critical parts that have a direct impact not only on performance, but also the life of the machine. Having the knowledge to properly maintain your knives, more specifically the cutting edges or points of your knives, is important to help your Bandit chipper perform to its maximum potential and expectation, assuring you of a quality product while saving you money. Chipper knives must be kept sharp at all times. Operating a chipper with dull knives can cause excessive strain and vibration on the machine and its components, a lack of feeding performance, a waste of engine horsepower and fuel, poor quality chips, more trips to the dump site because of poor quality chips, and lost time and money. With all of these risks, it is imperative that you always have an awareness of and properly maintain the condition of your knives. Bandit offers a knife saver kit, which is essential and should be accessible by chipper operators at all times. It contains a mill file, cut-resistant gloves, and the knife saver tool itself. The knife saver can be used to quickly touch up your knives without having to remove them, restoring a knife edge with precise sharpening in just a few minutes. It is good practice to touch up the knives every 3 hours to prolong knife life using the knife saver tool along with the cut-resistant gloves. Whether you are installing a new set of knives or sharpening an existing set, here is a technique that Bandit also recommends to help preserve and extend the life of your knives. It has been reported by some chipper owners that they are achieving double the life of their knives by performing this brief routine before installation and/or immediately after sharpening. Using a number 10 flat bastard mill file, which can be found in the Bandit knife saver kit, lightly graze or scuff the knife edge using an equal amount of force along the entire length of the knife edge as shown. Try to choose an angle that is somewhat perpendicular to the edge and not parallel to the bevel or back of the knife to help avoid putting a back bevel on the edge. This will not only remove small nicks, burrs, or imperfections from the knife edge, but will also help make a very sharp, brittle edge more rigid and tolerant of deeper cracking and flaking when materials come in contact with the knife. Whether you are performing these actions on an individual knife prior to installation or on an installed knife in the field after sharpening, always remember to use caution to avoid cutting your arm, hand, or fingers on the sharp edges of the knives. The cut-resistant gloves found in the knife saver kit should be worn at all times. Knives are indeed wear parts and will eventually have to be replaced. They can become severely nicked or rounded and should always be replaced in sets. How long they last depends on many factors, such as the knife manufacturer's quality, installation, anvil settings, feeding habits, and material being chipped. Another important factor is your ability to maintain their edges. If you choose to regrind knives, be sure to follow the guidelines and specifications in your operator's manual in order to keep your chipping system balanced and avoid unnecessary vibration. For best results, it is recommended that you always use Bandit nuts and bolts purchased from your local dealer, as they are made exactly to specification, and keep a knife saver kit with a mill file nearby to help you get the most out of your knives.